Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this Vinyasa flow. My name is Elisa, and today we're going to move, I would say, through some functional movements together with some animal movements. So what happens when we change the pathways on how we move, at the beginning sometimes feels strange because we are used to move just in one way. Then we have to change a little bit the way that we move. So the first reaction is like, oh, that's new. And indeed, that's just what it is new. So you have just to explore it. Having said that, my recommendation for today's class, but in general, always to have a block or couple around, just in case you might need it. And we no further ado, just let's grab a block, cross our legs, and start with centering ourselves on top of the mat. So take any seated position that you like the most. That might be just crossing the legs, or might be sitting in sisa, meaning like sitting on top of your heels. And allow yourself to find that space where you can feel ready to enter and ready to center. So allow your hands maybe to rest on top of the lap. Maybe the palms are facing towards the sky. Taking a couple of breaths here to guide our mind to a place of stillness. Today during class, I was saying, think about your breath, like, when you are at the radio and you try to seek for frequencies. So you want to find that nice station, radio station, where you can continue to flow and you can keep it along throughout the journey. So now, sitting on top of your mat, you're just tuning in. You are turning in order to find the right frequencies for you. Allowing your breath to flow all the way down to the sitting bones. Allowing the crown of the head to reach towards the sky. And as you do so, notice if you can just slide the shoulder blades towards the hips, relaxing the chest, back of the spine. Breathing in and out. Inhaling belly, rib cage, and chest. And as you exhale, chest, rib cage, and belly, deflating. Allow the breath, the three-part breaths, or like Durga Pranayam, to just flow in and out freely. Allow yourself to tune in. On the next inhalation, breathe everything in from the nostrils. And for a round of 3, we will exhale from the mouth, letting go of everything that we don't need right now. Inhale in, fully out. Inhale in, maybe guiding the shoulder blades towards the ears. Exhale fully out. Drop the shoulder. Last one. Breathing all the way up, almost like towards the crown of the head. And then a little bit more. Shoulder towards the ears, and then fully let go. Imagine like you're dropping a heavy backpack. So you have the same relief sensation. And when you're ready, inhale, guide your arms overhead, palms are touching, shoulder relaxed, placing the palms together. Exhale, draw your hands in front of the heart, placing the thumbs against your sternum, just pressing them a little bit closer, connecting with your heart space. And when you're ready, just gently start to open your eyes and guide yourself into your hands and knees. So remove your block if you had it under your hips. Place it just somewhere that can be close to you, wherever you need it to practice. And we want to spread the fingers wide, wrist under the shoulders, hips over the knees, knees hip distance apart. And we start just closing the eyes, maybe keeping any natural movement our body needs to express itself. Maybe you want really to tune into that radio station, that frequency that works for you. to allow yourself to feel what your body really needs right now. It can be any movement of the spine. I normally like to swing my shoulder back and forward and imagine myself like, like this big bear walking down the mountain. You always see that they have quite impressive movements. So since today we have also some animal movements, maybe you want to embody already like the natural feeling when it comes to that. And when you're ready, we come back to center. We start with 3 rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, tailbone reach toward the sky, belly drop, chest opens, find extension of the spine. Exhale, round, tuck your tailbone under, navel towards the spine, pressing the hands away from you for your cat. Nice flexion. Inhale, open the chest, sliding the shoulder blades towards the middle of your mat. Inhale, rounding, separate the shoulder blades here, pressing protraction of the shoulder. Last one. Inhale, open forward. Exhale, round. On the next inhalation, come back to center, pressing the left hand on top of the mat. Right arm is reaching all the way up. Open the chest towards the right side of the mat. Exhale, thread the needle. Right hand under the left armpit, extending the left arm forward. Maybe looking for a bind, guiding the hand all across your spine. Hooking the hand between the belly and the right crest of your hip. Opening and pitting the chest towards the ceiling. 2 breaths here. Remembering yourself, this one is a twist, so you want to re-embrace this sensation. And on the next exhalation, place the hands in front of your eyes, press the hands down, open the arm towards the sky. Exhale, right hand under the right shoulder, we move towards the other side, pressing the right hand down. Inhale, left arm is opening, open to the side, find this expansion. Exhale, draw the left hand under your right armpit, thread the needle. Extend the right arm forward, maybe cross it over the spine and guiding your hands in the hip crest of your left hip. Keep peeling the shoulder towards the ceiling, really embracing the twist sensation here. 2 breaths. In and out, nice and gently. And when you're ready, exhale, release. Right hand on top of the mat. We lift the left arm all the way up. Open, open, open. Exhale, hands under the shoulder, both of them. We start to gently just extend the arm forward for our melting heart position. So you want to guide the arms towards the opposite corner of the mat, guiding the forehead on top of the floor. Maybe the chest, maybe the chin. If you feel an impingement into the shoulder, just widen the hands a little bit more. And today the class is all about glowing, finding that glow. Always like we get after a nice yoga practice. So you want to embrace the sensation already of seeking for that spark, that beautiful light. And maybe it starts with your heart, as you are shining your heart through into your melting heart. Last breath. When you're ready, press the forehead on top of the mat, guide the hands back. Maybe walking the hands all the way down under your shoulder, press yourself back into your hands and knees. We start by tucking the toes under, lifting the knees for that core check, right? So to make sure that we don't forget this important part of our body, this powerhouse. So lifting the knees just a bit from the mat, hovering knees, suck the belly in, navel towards the spine, pressing actively into the hands. We start by sliding the right leg back. So sliding the foot towards the back of the mat, stretching the calf. So you want to guide the heel towards the back of the mat, feeling really the stretch in the calf. Exhale. Recollect your right knee, bring it back under your right hip, still hovering here. Stretching the left foot back, stretching the calves here, nice and easy. Keep hovering, keep sucking the belly in. Last one, bringing both knees under the hip bones. And start on inhalation, guiding the hips towards the sky for your downward facing dog. And use your first downward facing dog of today. So start to pedal it, move it, feel what is good for you. Spreading the fingers wide, gripping the mat with your fingers. First knuckle down, top of the fingers on top of the mat. Really activating that Hasta Bandha external rotation of the shoulder. Imagine you want to have your your elbows staring almost into each other, the eye of your elbows, really hugging to the middle, wrapping there. Belly in, hips towards the sky. Breathe here. And maybe start to walk your feet closer towards the middle, together. Breathing, feel the sensation, and then widening the feet as wide as the mat. And just notice how the sensation changes into your down dog. And any place in between. So you can place the feet like maybe distance as your hip. And today during practice, since you have the chance to explore the stand, maybe you can choose the type of downward facing dog leg position that suits you best today. On the next inhalation, come on the ball of the feet, bend the knees, gaze between your hands, and just take a big step forward. Right foot outside of the right hand, left foot outside of the left hand, entering in Malasana squat, bringing maybe the hands together in front of the heart, swinging from side to side. I always like it to swing. I think like when we add movement, things become more joyful. So that glow we're speaking about. So from here we add some mobility drills. So place the hands down, lift the hips a little bit more, and we will start to drop one knee at a time. So inhale, lifting, exhale, drop the right knee down. Come back up, lift, left knee down. Inhale up, right knee goes onto the floor. Inhale up, left knee goes onto the floor. Now, if for you this movement of flossing your hips is all right, you can always do it without hands. So just working indeed on your mobility, right? So it can be more intense because definitely all the movement had to come from the legs here, but you can always work with your abilities, right? Last drill, all righty. Coming last time with the left knee up, down. Bringing both hands under the hips now, and get your hips all the way up to the sky for your forward fold. And just for a moment, sense the sensation into the hips. So we were flossing into the hip socket, helping ourselves with more awareness of how our hips moves. So just notice. Inhaling, lifting the chest up. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, press the feet on top of the mat, come all the way up. Inhale, arms are reaching towards the sky. Exhale, place the hands aside of your body. Take a moment here, breathe. Close your eyes, tune into your breath. Catch that frequency that you set up before for your breath. So just bring back the radio to the right, to where you find the right frequency for flow through practice today. On the next inhalation, both arms are reaching all the way up. Inhale, inhale, grow long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we step back in our plank, starting with plank, spreading the fingers wide, shoulder over your wrist, tucking the tailbone under, belly in, heels towards the back of the mat. We start with the knees on top of the floor. Always option to have a full version with the knees off the floor. Exhale, knees bend onto the floor. Bending the elbows for chaturanga. Reaching all the way down onto the floor. Inhale, open the chest forward for your cobra. Exhale, roll onto your hands and knees for your downward facing dog. Guide your hips towards the sky. Hips high, bending the knees if you need to, guiding the heels towards the floor, so even with the knee bent. On the next inhalation, right leg reach all the way back and up, three-legged dog, maybe coming on the ball of the left foot, the ball of the toes, like lifting, 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 finding that nice length. Exhale, shift the weight forward, bending the right knee into the chest and then step it. The right foot close to the right thumb, left knee goes down. Inhale, come all the way up, high lunge. Exhale, guide the hips towards the floor into your Anjaneyasana. So start to get the hips down. Square the hips forward, so front hip is pushing back, back hip is pushing forward, guiding the knees towards the pinky toe, protecting the knee here. Exhale, vertical twist, left arm is reaching forward, the right arm is reaching back. So also here find really the squeeze coming also from your belly. Breathe here. Inhale, both arms are reaching up. Exhale, frame the front foot, half split. Guide the hips towards the back. Maybe curling the toes towards the knee if you want to intensify the stretch of your hamstrings. Otherwise, you can keep the foot down. So practice, you choose. Inhale, start to bend the front knee. Place the hands down, step it back. For our plank, yogi's choice, knees on the mat, off the mat. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog open, or cobra, up dog, knees and thighs off the mat. Stretching the arms, open the chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathe. So also here, like, use your dog for a moment to reset and restart. A place where you can catch your breath, as you do at the top of the mat every time in high mountain. On the next inhalation, left leg reach all the way back and up. Come on the ball of the right foot, lifting the heel, gaining the length. Exhale, shift the weight forward, left knee into the chest, step the left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, both arms are reaching. Square the hips, find a nice stretch in your Anjane. And when you're ready, exhale, vertical twist. Find the nice opening into the left side of your mat. Keeping the shoulder relaxed, neck relaxed. You want to maybe gaze over the back of your mat towards your left thumb. Keep this squeezing into the legs. Inhale, both arms are reaching up. Exhale, frame the front foot, stretch the front leg. Ardha Anumasana, or like half split or half monkey God pose. Monkeys like bananas, I'm joking. But you can feel definitely like the stretch in the back of the hamstrings here. Inhaling, bending the front foot, step it back for your plank pose. Vinyasa to go, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh. Gaze between the hands, walk your feet forward. Inhale, all the way towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, press the feet down. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms are reaching towards the sky. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Samastiti here. We take a moment here to extend the arms overhead. You want to keep the shoulder relaxed, right? That you are not compressing. Maybe Kali Mudra, so interlacing the finger, creating like a pistol. Lengthening all the way up. Keeping the hips squaring forward, maybe widening the feet as wide as the hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to lean towards the right side of the mat. As you do so, side stretch on the left side, you want to keep the chest opening towards the ceiling. Press the feet, anchor them on top of the mat. Inhale, back to center. We move towards the left side. So lengthen first, and then on exhalation, start to lean towards the left side. Open the chest towards the ceiling. Imagine you're a beautiful flower. You know, like sometimes in summer, they kind of move along with the sun. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. Forward fold, shifting the weight into the toes, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step back, right and left foot for your plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog, roll on the ball of the feet, open the chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here, bend your knees, pedal. On the next inhalation, again, lift the right leg all the way up. Lift also the left knee, really find, the left heel. Really finding this long line. Try to keep the shoulder squared. And when you're ready, exhale, guide the right knee into the chest, step the right foot close to the right thumb. This time, back knee stays off the mat. Inhaling, both arms are reaching up. Breathe here. Exhale, guide the left knee onto the floor. Inhale, let's bring it up. 3 of those. Activating the glutes, activating the back of the thighs. Knees on top of the floor. Inhale, lifting. Last one, knees on top of the floor. Try to keep that front knee neutral. And let's come up. Exhale, vertical twist. Left arm is reaching forward. Right arm is reaching back. Imagine like an archer action. Sucking the belly in here. Last 2 breaths. When you're ready, inhale, both arms are reaching up. Exhale, hands on top of the floor. Square and stretch your front leg for pyramid pose. If you need to shorten your stand, stepping the left foot a little bit closer, do so. Try to keep your feet like train tracks, giving some space to your hips, especially for us women. We got some hips to manage. Inhaling here, exhale, fold. When you're ready, inhale, lift the chest, bend the front knee, press the hands down, three-legged dog, right leg reach all the way back and up. Exhale, step the right foot outside of the right hand. Here it goes like some animal movement, step throughs. So you want to lift the right arm forward. Imagine like you're creating a line. Shifting more weight into the right foot and into the left hand. Bending the left knee, guide it into your chest. Imagine you want to make yourself small at the front of the mat, and you extend the left leg forward. All right, we got it. We step back. Step the right foot back for your plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog, open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good news, it's a new movement, so we do it also on the left side. So if you had an experience with BJJ, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or escaping guards, probably this one sounds a little bit more familiar to you, this kind of movement. On the next inhalation, left leg reach all the way back and up, coming on the tippy toes of the right foot, really gain that length. Exhale, knee into the chest, step the left foot close to the left thumb. From here, inhale, both arms are reaching up, high lunge. Tapping for 3, exhale, right knee down. Inhale, lifting, engaging your glutes. Exhale, knee down. Inhale, lifting, engaging here. Exhale, knee down. Inhale, engaging, lifting here. Exhale, vertical twist. The right arm is reaching forward, left arm is reaching back. Squeezing into the middle, finding the beautiful center line. Breathe here. Inhale, both arms are reaching up. Exhale, hands on top of the floor. Stretch your front leg, pyramid pose, always option to walk the right foot a little bit closer. Hips are square, so you want to hug the right hip towards the front, like if you could address it and you could have the hip bone pointing towards the floor. Breathing here. Inhaling, bending the front knee. Pressing the hands down, three-legged dog. Right, left leg reach all the way back and up. Preparing for this step throughs, step the left foot close to the left, outside of the left hand, lifting the left arm up, right knee into the chest, extend your right leg forward. Ooh. We got this. It's all about coordination. Yeah, step it back. All right, we take our vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog, open. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as long as you're laughing and smiling and bringing that glow when these things happen, remember, it's a new pathway of movement, so it's new. What happened means just that you are trying and discovering. When you're ready, inhale, bend the knees, lift your hips all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. We bring the big toes together, heels slightly apart, legs together, preparing for chair. Brushing the mat with the fingertips, sucking the belly in, tailbone down, arm are reaching up. Nice into our chair. Feeling really the firing up of the glutes as we reach. And maybe we sit a little bit deeper on exhalation. Maybe. It's not mandatory, it's just a possibility. When you're ready, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. We start to move slightly faster. Exhale, place the hands down. We take a big step back into plank or jump back into your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg is lifting. Preparing, three-legged dog. Step it forward. Coming to your eye lunge on inhalation. Exhale, vertical twist. Left arm forward, right arm back, keeping square into the mid, into the center. Exhale, both arms. Inhale, both arms are reaching up. Exhale, both arms on top of the floor. Square the hips, pyramid pose. Option with the arms side of the body, so dragging the arms aside of the torso. Really feeling the belly sucking all the way in, flying pyramids. Not sure if they were on the history textbooks, but definitely are happening today. Exhale, both hands down, bending the front knee. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen. Exhale, step through. So step your right foot outside of the right hand, lifting the right arm. So it's right on right. Okay, left knee into the chest, step it through. Maybe this time grab your foot. Yes! Now step your left foot back. All right, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Lift up on inhalation for your high lunge. Exhale, spin on top of the back foot, open the arms like a clock for your warrior two. Warrior two, maybe you have to widen your stand. Toes of the back foot slightly in, heel out, pressing the other edge here. Guiding the right knee towards the right pinky toe. If you have any tenderness into the shoulder or any tension, you can always flip the palms, bend the elbows. Try to keep a nice integrity of the spine. So then for me, hands on top of the belly, hands on top of the pelvis to make sure that I'm dressing the tailbone down, that I'm dressing it towards the right place. Inhale, flip and flip your warrior two, left hand towards the thigh, right arm open towards the ceiling, here. Reverse, keeping that front knee bent towards the pinky toe. Extended side angle, right elbow, right thigh, left arm is reaching forward, open the chest. Find the opening, external rotation of the front leg. Imagine that under your navel nothing is moving, so solid legs. Exhale, warrior two, sit here. With me, your hands down. Step back for your plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. On the next inhalation, right leg reach all the way back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot close to your right thumb. Inhale, both arms are reaching up, high lunge. Some dynamic movement, just three. So inhale, lifting. Exhale, knee into the chest. Think about Karate Kid, so you want to kick forward. Inhale, back into your high lunge. Exhale, Karate Kid, knee into the chest. Inhale, lifting up, high lunge. Last one, we hold the knee into the chest, exhale, Karate Kid. So if you want, you can place the hands on top of the hips, extending the left leg forward, sucking the belly in, tailbone are pointing towards the front. You want to have this nice long line. Exhale, bend the knee and start to guide your left knee in line with the right one. Grabbing the outer edge of your left ankle or the inner edge. This is very personal. I prefer the outer because when we grab the inner, we have the tendency to lose balance. So you want to keep the hips squaring forward. On the next inhalation, you start to kick the shin into the hand. So lifting, lifting, lifting for your dancer. Right arm is reaching up, find that length. Keep lifting, toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Beautiful, everybody. When you're ready, when you feel that there is no capacity anymore, you can start to tilt forward. Guiding the arm towards the front of your mat, gazing at something that isn't moving. Breathe here, smile, catch that glow. When you're ready, inhale, come back up. Very gently, keeping the left knee in line with the right one. Whoop. All right. And we take a big step back with our left foot. Both hands on top of the mat. Three-legged dog. Right leg reach all the way back and up. Shift the weight forward for your three-legged plank. All right, option, of course. Exhale, chaturanga. Three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good news, we build the sequence. Yeah, other news is like we got a left leg to go, so it feels like, ooh, a lot of time passed since we started. So we have like another side to experiment. Inhale, left leg reach all the way back and up, coming on the ball of the right foot, all the way, find that nice length and extension. Exhale, shift the weight forward, step the left foot close to the left thumb. Inhale, high lunge. Whew. Exhale, vertical twist. Alrighty. Right arm is reaching forward, left arm is reaching back. Beautiful, everybody. Keep squeeze the legs into the middle. Find that nice point of equilibrium. Inhale, both arms are reaching up. Exhale, hands on top of the mat. Square the hips, pyramid pose. All right, pyramids. If we want, arms aside of the body. You can always bring the back foot back on top of the floor, maybe opening 45 degrees, whatever fits you best. Inhale here, bending your front leg. Exhale, step it back, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, remember the step throughs. Step the left foot outside of the left hand, lifting the left arm, guiding the right knee into the chest, extend the right leg out, maybe grab that foot. Step throughs. We made the door with our leg and hand. Exhale, all the way back. Step it, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot close to the left thumb. Inhale, come up, high lunge. Whew. Exhale, let's open for this warrior. So widen the stand. Toes of the right foot slightly in. Front knee bent toward the pinky toe. So always remember, I always say in class, it's an external rotation. So you have to feel the sensation of opening into the front leg. Arms are reaching towards opposite direction. Try to keep your torso in line with your pelvis. Instead to lean too much forward, just try to lean towards the back, maybe a little bit more. Inhale here, exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, right hand towards the right thigh, flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Open the chest towards the ceiling. Keep the nice integrity of the lower body. Exhale, left elbow towards the left thigh. Right arm is reaching forward, extended side angle. Always option to lift this left arm, extending the arms towards the front, feeling a little bit more pepper, more cayenne and spices happening here. When you're ready, exhale, warrior two. Woo. Windmill the hands down. Three-legged dog, we go on inhalation. All the way up. Alrighty. Squaring the hips, neutralizing the pelvis. Step the left foot close to the left thumb. Inhale, coming up for your high lunge. Three dynamic movement. Remember, Karate Kid. Exhale, knee to chest. Right knee come all the way up to the chest. Step it back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Try to make it almost like a dance. Inhale, arms are reaching up, high lunge. Exhale, knee to chest. We hold. Sorry, I'm going to face you, so we hold here. And we start to place the hands on top of the hip, guiding the right knee in line with the left one, grabbing the other edge of the right ankle. Maybe already there finding some balance. You can always micro bend your standing leg. We have this idea that balancing is stillness, in reality, is moving. So when you're ready, inhale, open the chest, start to kick the shin into your right hand, preparing. On the next inhalation, left arm is reaching all the way up, lifting, lifting, lifting here. And maybe start to reach forward with your torso and with your left hand, balancing on top of your left foot, guiding the right leg all the way up and back, finding this beautiful dancer pose. Breathing here. Last two breaths. And when you're ready, gently start maybe macro bending the left knee, getting yourself back to center. All right, both hands on top of the hip. Let's extend this right leg forward. Breathe here, suck the belly in, and when you're ready, all right, let's take a big step back with our right foot. Hands on top of the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg reach all the way back and up. Shift the weight forward for your plank, one-legged. Exhale, chaturanga, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, whew. Downward facing dog. Wow, wow, that we got something. From here, come high onto the ball of the feet, gaze between the hands, exhale, bend your knees. So stepping or jumping to seated. If you jump to seated, you want to really engage your hands and your arms, almost pressing the floor away from you. Inhaling here, exhale, jump forward, and rest on top of the mat. Extending the legs towards the front, shaking the legs. Ooh. We need it by now. And start to flex the feet. Getting the feet in line with your hip bones, pressing the sitting bones down, Inhaling, already lifting from the chest and the core. Both arms are reaching towards the sky. Find that long, long line. Exhale, we forward fold, tilting from the pelvis, guiding the elbows on top of the floor. Try to keep a long spine here. You don't have to grab your feet. They will be there, they are there, they're not gonna leave you any soon. So you want just to focus instead to lengthen, to find this long, long spine. So I always say sometimes like think belly to belly. Your belly moving closer to the belly of your thighs, the meaty part of your thighs onto the front. Breathing here, last 2 breaths. When you really start to get yourself all the way up. Seated. Last back bend of today. So you want just to bend your knees and swing your legs back, resting on top of your belly. Shalabhasana to Dhanurasana. So locust pose to bow pose. First one, we start with locust pose. So arms are reaching towards the back, palms are facing your thighs. Pressing the pelvis down, we start with the upper body. So press the pelvis down. On the next inhalation, lift the chest from the mat. Last thing that comes up is your hand. Pressing the pelvis down, arms are reaching towards the back of the mat. Lift, lift, lift here. Pressing the top of the feet down. And when you're ready, exhale, release. Whew. Same, and this time we start to lift our legs too. So you want to keep balancing on top of the pelvis either way. So press the pelvis down. You will notice it creates a little section cup between your belly and the floor. Arms are reaching towards the back. Pressing, inhale, lift the chest. And as a last lift, also the forehead, gazing forward. Pressing the pelvis, start to lift your legs. Try to keep them in line with your hip bones as much as you can. Lift, lift, lift here. 2 breaths. Exhale, release down. Whew. Wiggle your hips. Alrighty. And then we start with bending the knees. So we enter in our bow pose. Grabbing the ankles. I want to invite you to flex the feet, keeping the thighs on top of the mat until you reach that point that your upper body is all lifted and nice, so that you want to point the toes then and lift the thighs. So we will do it together. So flex the feet, press the thighs down, pelvis press down. Inhale, kick the shin into the hands, lift the chest, keep the thighs down, opening, and when you're ready, point the toes and start to lift the thighs from the mat into your Dhanurasana. Lift, balancing, breathe, smile, and on the next exhalation, whew, let it go. Place the hands under the forehead, shake your hips. All right. And then very gently start to roll yourself onto your back. End of practice. Closing with some nice gentle movement. So just for a moment, lift your legs towards the ceiling for your waterfall pose. Also an option to do it against the wall. It's a very nice place also to rest for a bit. Arms are opening towards the side. Shoulder relax. So you want to just to feel the sensation into your legs becoming slightly lighter. If you have like maybe some problem with blood circulation, definitely you will understand what I mean. Breathing in and out. And on the next exhalation, guide the knees into the chest. Hug yourself. Bring the nose close to your knees, all the way up. Squeezing in. Shoulder off the mat. When you're ready, release the back on top of the floor. Right knee into the chest, extending the left leg towards the back of the room. Opening the right arm onto the side. Guide the right knee all the way across the left leg, and then drop it onto the left side of your mat for your recline twist. Opening here. Gazing maybe over the right shoulder. Really feeling this nice, extensive twist. When you're ready, very gently chin towards the chest. Inhale, right knee into the center. Let the left knee join into the middle. Squeezing all the way up. Exhaling, extending the right leg back towards the back of the mat. Start to guide the left knee also here again over the right leg and then drop it onto the right side of the mat. Left arm is opening onto the side. If you have a block at home and your knee doesn't come off, I would say doesn't come on the mat or like any clothes, you can always place a block under your knee. It's a place for restoration here. So you want that is a nice place to rest. The block can alleviate some of the tension and can help you to deepen your twist. Last 2 breaths. When you're ready, come back to center. Keep the left knee in. Let the right one join. Squeeze it into the middle, all the way up. And when you're ready, very, very nicely, and gently start to extend the legs towards the opposite corner of the mat. Toes are dropping out. Arms are open as wide as you need to. I always like when I have an intense practice to take quite an amount of space. We're feeling like a little sea star. Palm are facing towards the ceiling. Allow your breath to maybe change that frequency, moving towards a more restful, relaxed, and restorative breaths after these strong movements we did so far. And you can stay in your Shavasana for how long as your body needs to restore. I will wait for you in the next class for our meditation. Otherwise, I hope to see you soon in class. Have a lovely day. Bye and namaste.